In WTF news,
What the?
submitted by Lesai, 7 girls took a 5-day school trip and each one came back pregnant. Whoa!
Holy shit!
Fuck!
Wow!
How old are they?
There's no backstory to it, dude. That's just like the news. Like,
That's it, moving on!
Hey everyone, thank you for watching.
It sounds like a beginning of a joke.
Is that what they intended? You know, some people they're like, we're gonna go on vacation. All of us are gonna get matching tattoos. Was it?
Matching pregnancy.
Yeah, where they're like, we're all gonna get pregnant. Oh my god, yes.
all your kids are gonna be friends. They're gonna grow up together and have equal lives.
All gonna be the same age. Or
Did
is
you say
it?
from the same dads, you twisted fucker? Is that what you said?
Could be. Like Mormons.
Well, it's more convenient that way. You don't have to find 5 guys. Just find one guy.
Dude.
Who's just down.
I don't know any guy that would refuse that.
Yeah, true.
Depends on what the 7 girls look like though.
I feel like they refuse it if they knew. It's like, hey, you want to have one wild night / 5 kids after this? You're gonna have to pay for half of their lives. Or 7 kids, yeah.
But if
Wow.
they visited like Pedro in Venezuela and he's not gonna see them anymore, they're just gonna go back to the States. He'd be like, I'm down.
Spring break.
Yeah, so to answer your question, Joe, they're 13 to 14 years old.
Oh my, god!
The fuck?
Where are the fucking parental fucking advisor guidance?
So 13 to 14-year-olds went on vacation.
So they went on to this,
So 7 Latinas went on vacation.
Shut up!
they went to a school trip to a museum with 21 other female students.
Okay.
Who the fuck is fucking them at a museum? It's just a fucking field trip? I do not even remember fucking at a field trip before.
Let her finish!
5-day field trip though.
Let her finish!
5-day field trip.
Okay, but you know how there's like...
You just cut her off at no, nothing at a museum.
I just picture them hiding behind like a wax statue of George Washington and they're like fucking.
I was thinking like a woolly mammoth.
Yeah, like they climb into the fucking mammoth and
Like Ben Stiller's still there?
the night of the museum and shit.
So they were in the museum fucking, go ahead.
Do you guys want to guess what country this is in?
Don't say it, don't say it.
It is not in the US. Hint, not in the US.
Not in Mexico either.
I think Canada. So it's not a Latin American country.
It's not in the continent of North America.
What about South America? I knew it.
No.
She was thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking, wait, no.
Russia.
I think it's gonna be pretty hard to guess that, to be
I know,
honest.
it's like everywhere. Just throw it out there. Just have fun.
Is it the UK?
Can you tell us like which region it's in?
China. Europe.
It's in Europe.
Yeah, so it's not UK.
It's not UK.
France.
No.
Is it Eastern Europe or is it Western Europe?
You already know
Eastern Europe.
Yeah, unfortunately, I want to guess.
Czechoslovakia.
That would have been my guess, to be honest. Because you know, Czechoslovakia, like, culturally speaking, for example, it's legally okay for girls to engage in sex at age like 14, 15 in certain countries.
Wow.
Culturally acceptable.
I like that culture.
You're fucking gross.
So it's Bosnia.
I would have never, ever said Bosnia.
Went down the list and every other nation would have been offended by us. It's just you're like, what the heck?
I would have just started with Mexico and started going down like Guatemala, Panama, every Latin American country.
It's because we don't know anything about Bosnia.
Are people okay? You fucking racist.
But apparently teen pregnancy is on the rise in Bosnia. And
Obviously.
and they're saying that
When you get
it's
7 in one night? Yeah.
it's either like the parents' fault for not educating their kids to have protected sex, or it's the school's fault for not implementing that.
Or the museums are shady as fuck and I don't know what.
It's not in the museum.
They probably, well, okay, so they're fucking at the hotels and shit. They're on a school trip. That's awesome. A junior high school trip where you're gone for 5 days. That's freaking
That
cool.
is cool. My
And
mom
you
would
That
come
have.
doesn't even happen here.
No, that's not.
Like senior trip, you go to like DC or some shit, right?
I was not thinking about sex in junior high.
I was.
You were?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Thinking about it, at least, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got sex ed in like 5th grade, so.
I wasn't thinking about it until like high school.
You're a late bloomer.
Hey, you smashed on
I was in elementary school and I'm all like looking in the mirror like, man, I want to look like a man so women will want me like that.
Damn! With your bowl haircut.
Yeah, I was like, I'm a boy. Well, not that young. Maybe like 5th grade, you know?
All I ever see, man.
5th grade. 5th grade is like, you're ready. You're ready to party.
I wasn't ready.
I just want to know who the dads are.
We don't know about
Did it
that one.
happen in a fucking museum?
14-year-olds?
We don't know about that. It's just said that the girls that were pregnant range from 13 to 14.
Were they all in the same circle, or was it amongst the 20 kids? Like it so happened that these 7 girls came.
So like everybody just had this giant orgy, and then 7 of them left pregnant. That's it.
That's a lot.
I don't know. That's crazy.
I think they're in the same clique, the pregnant clique. And they wanted to do it.
Honestly, at age 13, 14, if you're a girl that's dumb enough to not do protected sex, you're probably a dude who's dumb enough not to pull out.
13, 14, you don't, I mean, if you're not getting the education at home or at school, you're dumb. You don't even know what the fuck, yeah.
But I mean, all I'm saying is if the girls don't know, then the guys probably don't know either. They're probably just, next. Probably just soldiers at that age too, right? Just hella energy and stuff. Either that or a quick pass out, either or.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I went that far, but.
That was kind of weird.
Wow, that's a bust of nuts, man. Inside.
All kinds.
So are they trying to do anything to prevent it from happening again? Like, I still don't understand how there was no, like, supervision.
If you're like a school administrator, what do you even do? Do you like suspend them for being pregnant or like?
No, I think their punishment is they're pregnant.
But then you feel like you still have to do
Not that it's
something.
bad.
It says the girls haven't been back to school since then. But the cool thing, after a quick read, is that parents are blaming the educational system. The educational system are blaming the parents.
Oh, so nobody wants to own up for it, so nobody needs to change shit. Wow.
Meanwhile, there's 7 13-year-olds at home just like starting to get bigger, so.
Wow, that's horrible.
Because like the parents were just blaming like the schools, like, you know, where was the freaking supervision at the time that happened? And then yeah, like what Anthony was saying is like because like
Stole her thunder, man.
Oh, my bad, here.
well, I said it earlier. I said it earlier, very briefly.
Damn.
But I mean, what would you guys do if you guys had a daughter or a son that got someone pregnant
I would beat the fuck out. I'm just kidding.
at the age of 13?
I mean, that's just my bad. I failed. I failed.
If
as
it was a
parent.
daughter, I would laugh at her and be like, ha ha ha, you just ruined your own life. And then I would
No,
take care
she's
of her.
ruining you. I mean, that's gonna affect you too.
You have to take care of
Yeah,
I know.
she can't. She.
That's what my parents are for. Oh, dude, she had an attitude. Oh my god.
So then, at what age would you have the sex talk with them, or just like
I would start it young.
like at what age, like how young?
Dave,
As soon as they could start speaking, like I would tell them where babies come from and all that stuff.
when did you guys have your sex talk though?
Zero. That's why I'm a fucking hot dog.
Late ass when I was laughing through it. I laughed at my dad. It was in a van and I was probably like 23.
Whoa, shit.
How cute! He thought you were a virgin the whole time.
Son, it's about that time.
No,
Maybe,
Oh.
maybe his dad thought like he's like my son. He is so the loser, dude. And he's like, I gotta talk to him about.
Give it to me, Gio. Give it to me.
My son,
Laughing on that.
are you the gay guy?
You need to get laid, homeboy.
You know, honestly, I was relieved when he started talking to me about it. Because it was just kind of like, alright, at least you think I do. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
You know what I mean? Versus, I don't know, some of you guys who never had the conversation.
No, my mom thought I was a hoe, but she just thought I had a
She never gave me a detailed, but we just talked about a lot of stuff and joked about it too. But I never got the detailed like rundown of like a vagina and this.
Well, I mean, I didn't get details, so that would have been really.
Your dad's all like, so I get your mom this way.
Whoa!
Wow.
My mom like it's.
My mom was a nurse, so she talks about body parts
Oh,
and all
just,
that
like,
in a
straight up,
scientific
yeah.
more way. Yeah, and I think she's desensitized. But then like we never had that. Okay, so it enters in the vagina and then the fucking sperm goes out and there's nothing like that. But we would always joke about body parts and like have like sex jokes and stuff. She probably assumed that I magically knew or something.
I feel like porn educated our generation.
Probably. Because I got access to porn before fucking sex ed and all that shit.
I think a lot of kids did.
It was definitely at like freaking 56K dial-up speed though.
No, I mean like.
You know when that
finding
shit would
your-
load and then somebody would get home and it was only 50% done, you're like, damn it, close, delete, exit, clear search history. What are you doing? Nothing!
You're all pissed off.
Thanks to you.
Studying. Damn it.
Sorry, man.
I don't know, this is what my friends told me.
Oh, right.
So Joe, it's for you. For you, you say that you're gonna have the sex talk with your kid as soon as they can actually talk.
Well, kind of like explain to them how it works without making it taboo. Yeah, because for an example, my niece and my nephews and stuff, they were explained to that by their parents, little by little. So then for them, they're desensitized and there's no shame in talking about it. And then like, I remember we were eating sushi one day and she's all like, oh my God, my period was so heavy.
Oh my god.
Or some shit. And then I was the one that was like, that's embarrassing. And then all the guys were, but then I was kind of like proud of her that she can just talk about it openly and not be ashamed of something that is natural. And she's like, oh, it's so bad. I couldn't even go out. I wanted to swim, but I couldn't swim. And then all this
Cute.
stuff. And it's like, that's awesome.
Cute.
Yeah, I mean, because it's hard. Like, my mom wasn't open about any of that stuff. So, like, for me to even buy, like, tampons or pads, like, when I was in high school or, like, even in my early 20s, I was, like, fucking mortified. I'm like, dude, I don't want to buy this where people are looking at me. Like, it's so fucking embarrassing.
So what do you do when you go to the grocery store and it has to go on that fucking belt that like travels across 4 people's eyes?
I-
The one that moves really slowly and everybody's staring at it.
I had to buy, like, magazines
Put
and,
it
like,
on top of it.
produce and shit to kind of, like, disguise
It's only
it.
like this big. You're just putting gummy bears.
I had to, man. I was so embarrassed.
The jumbo box of tampons or what, dude? It's only this big.
I was so embarrassed. I had to buy a whole bunch of other shit.
Yeah, because I don't want my kids to grow up being ashamed of something that is natural, and I
Yeah.
want them to be able to maturely understand and handle things. And I want other people to be like embarrassed around them.
Yeah.
Not.
I think that's exactly what you're talking about, though. It's the idea of it being taboo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you avoid it and you know it's something to talk about,
The more you avoid it
yeah,
too.
it's just it's exponentially worse in later years. That's all.
A funny thing is, they said that they had a rainy day, and then like a trash bucket got filled with all this water, and then like mosquito eggs are like were hatching, and all these little, you know, those mosquito babies were swimming inside, and then she was like, "Mommy, there's sperm! Look at this!"
How does she know what it looks like?
Well, I guess she showed
like the
like,
sperm cartoon.
you know the sperm,
the science.
like the squiggly sperm.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised that she knows what it looks like.
Sperm cartoon.
And then so when
that
she
part.
saw it, she was like, "Mommy, look at there's sperm!"
What did the mom
She
say?
started cracking up.
Oh my god. That's hella
like,
funny.
"Put it in you." That's fucking cute though.
Yeah, I think at this generation, I think it's easier for parents now. If they do communicate with the child about sex, it's more easier than our parents because the culture difference is like huge. And for me, I think I'm pretty grateful for my father because he introduced me about sex when I was like 8 through movies. Not
Oh no!
porno, but we watched Top Gun and then you know how they made it out and stuff like
Tell
that.
your mother to go
Yeah,
away.
so my mom and dad were watching Top Gun, and I was sitting there watching. You know, was it rated R? Was it R?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Anyway, there was like the love scene, right? And they, after that, they explained to me what it was.
This is not the love scene. Let me show you the real love scene.
My parents are not that.
Come
involved,
into
but
the bedroom, son.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Keep your eye open.
That's so traumatizing.
Don't look away for the education. You're still looking.
That'd be so traumatizing. Oh my god.
I would never have sex ever if I saw that.
Do that to me, I'd be done.
For you guys, at what age would you have the sex talk?
For me, I hope to create a relationship with my kids where we can speak about anything at any time. So whatever phase it is. So I'll just probably like whenever I sense they start getting horny. So if I'm like, hey, I'm like, are you pretty horny right now? And if she's like 3 or 4, or the guy's 3 or 4, like, no, not yet. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, when you start getting horny, when we start getting in the pants, where like you want to either put your thing in somewhere else or put something in it.
What are you
we're
talking
gonna need to talk. And then so, and I want to break it down like biologically, kind of like the way Joe's family did, where it's like you talk about it in a scientific way, but I also want to address the emotional aspect, where like, yeah, you're gonna see this girl, and you have these urges where you want to like rape her, or you want to.
What?
I don't think everyone has the urge of
rape.
raping a woman. What?
Maybe rape is the wrong.
Maybe it's not a girl.
Maybe.
Okay. Or like, you know, or like you want to do things where you want to be close to her, you want to ask her out to the movies. And I just want to be able to be completely open with them. So when if one of them was like, hey daddy, I'm so fucking horny right now, then I can talk to them, you know?
Have your happy time.
Who the fuck says that shit?
I don't know.
Dad, I'm horny.
That's the relationship I want to have with my
Laughing at
kids
her
though.
face, look at
This boy's crazy.
That's the relationship I really want to have. I want to be
Yeah, me
completely
too,
open.
but you fucking make it really uncomfortable.
Why? Why
Are you horny yet? No, fuck.
Because now
Alright,
you're
tell me
making it.
horny.
Now you're making it taboo.
So then, what's your approach to you?
Well, for me, I feel like the situation's kind of kind of gonna call for it. So if I'm like watching a movie with them and then they have a question about it, then I'm like, dude, it's time to talk about it. You know? So I feel like whenever they're questioning it, then I bring it up.
See with my dad. It's like I questioned it and they like.
It comes natural.
Daddy, what is that? Nothing, just
Why are
fighting.
they kissing?
You guys fight all the time in bed.
Oh my god.
Too bad for the longest time, my parents would always be like,
Oh, they cover your eyes.
Right.
Don't watch rated R movies.
go away.
My mom was so fucking awkward. We'd be sitting in the living room watching a movie. As soon as there's a love scene, okay, who wants orange
My mom
shake?
too.
And she would
My
go in
mom
the
too.
kitchen and she would all of a sudden have to make some desserts to come
My
back.
mom too.
And she'll come back, oh, I'm gonna make some more apple pie. And then she has to go and leave.
My mom too.
So it made it so awkward
Yeah.
because I could sense it from her, you know? Like, she taught me the awkwardness about the sex in the
Yeah.
family.
Till this day, like I think we were watching a movie at my mom's house. I think like on Christmas Eve, and we're just sitting there. My mom's like on this couch, and then this like sex scene comes on, and I'm so used to her energy that as soon as it happens, so she's like this, right? The sex scene comes on, she's like, and I'm like, fuck. Like she makes it so awkward. And I'm like, Mom, just watch the
That's
movie.
funny.
Like,
My
just
mom was
watch
so
the movie.
You know what kind of parents I want to be? You know, Meet the Fockers? Fockers parents.
Oh yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, they're completely, they
Yeah,
talk
I
about
agree.
everything and they're completely open.
Super into each other too at age like 80.
That's how I want to be.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just saying my mom was definitely not like that. She would just be like, Anthony,
Cover your eyes.
like I knew what I was supposed to do about that.
You're just like, fine.
Fine, I'll put my hands down my pants.
Cause then it would get awkward. If I was trying to be like, if I was trying to grow up, I'd be like, Mom, then it was already weird. You know what I mean? It was already weird. I couldn't enjoy the moment. Everybody's feeling weird. Every single time, Anthony.
What does she want you to do? Cover your eyes?
I don't freaking know. I still don't know. I don't know.
Anthony.
What? What? No directions.
Call my name.
He started dancing.
My mom would just be like, oh damn.
That's what your mom said. Sexy comes out. Your mom's like, oh damn.
No, it was like along the lines of, they're gonna do it, woo! Yeah.
I thought you were getting a hot spot. Like,
She got all low and shit.
Yeah, she was more like ooh, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then it gets really intense. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, Joe, go away.
No, they just got all giggly and shit, and we would all just like laugh. Like it's almost like witnessing people kissing in public as a kid, and you're just like, ooh. So it was like that. So it was never heavy or like shameful or something bad.
I think it's just our society, dude. I think America's super taboo about that kind of stuff. You go to Europe and it's just like, it's just out there. This is what they do and it's cool. I'm down with that. You know what I mean? If it's
Asia and
acceptable,
America.
even if you watch it on TV, it's kind of like, yes, love scene, cool.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching this episode of JK News. If you guys have any stories or articles that you want us to talk about, submit them at www.tinyurl.com/justkittingnews. If you're too lazy to type that out, you can just always go ahead and into the description box and just click the link below. If you guys are interested in what we're up to nowadays, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at JK Films, and also follow us on Facebook.com/JustKiddingFilms. And to watch the previous episode, click here.
Sense.
Yeah. So like some factors they say is like traits, qualities, socioeconomic status, shared environment, and intrasexual competition.
What's
what?
intrasexual?
Yeah. For an example, it'll just be like two males and a female, and two
Yeah.
males are fighting over for the female. Whoever wins, whichever male wins the battle, gets the female.
So girls like when guys
Guys
beat the
fight?
fuck out of each other to win them. That's what wars.
You know how we have like the rating scale of like, oh, you know, this chick's a 10, this chick's a 7, this or whatever?
Yes.
So like if the girls had the same rating for the guys, then like usually like if a girl